All right, it's recording. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today we're going to do a presentation about some article and analyze it about the passive form, the active form, about the finite and infinite verb, and also about the tense. Now, we are from group one, and let me introduce myself first. My name is Muhamad Fatahilah, and I'm not alone. I have three other friends in this presentation, and yeah, maybe Rausha, you can go first to introduce yourself.
Okay, hello, my name is Rausha Fikriah Sabilah Putri.
All
And then
right,
the next one is,
Tanzillal Alka. Alka,
Hello, my name is Tanzillal Alka.
right. Final one, Yulfarivo. Go ahead.
Okay, hello, my name is Yulfarivo Priambodo.
All right, so we're done with the introducing part. We can move to the next slide. Sorry about that. The next slide. So the first one, we're going to talk about the article. Alka, you can take over.
Okay, the article is Enola Holmes.
All right, next slide.
The year is 1884 and Enola Holmes is on a mission to find her mother, escape her brothers, and live life on her own terms.
Next slide.
After Enola discovers on the morning of her birthday that her mother has disappeared, she reluctantly finds herself under the care of her brothers, Mycroft and Sherlock.
Next slide.
The article is taken from nytimes.com.
All right, so that's for the explanation of the article, the titles, the content, which is the synopsis of the article, and the reference. We can move to the next slide, to the next part. So before we start, Ma'am Tara, forgive us, but we can only show you one example of each paragraph because Zoom meeting is not really allowed us to record that long. So we're very sorry, but we're gonna explain it uh, as best as we can. So the first part is the form, active or passive, and it's going to be explained by Rausha. Rausha, go ahead. You can go. You can start the explanation. Thank you very much.
okay, so I'm going to tell you about the form which is active and passive. Active voice means that a sentence has a subject that acts upon its verbs. It usually form with subject and verb. Let's look at the example. The first one, Millie Bobby Brown stars as a teenager. In this sentence, Millie Bobby Brown take as a subject and stars as a verb. The second one is Enola Holmes is on a mission. In the sentence, Enola is the subject and the verb is. And the third one is after Enola discovers, so it shows that Enola is the one that discovers something. The first one is while Enola looks. As in the previous example, it shows that Enola is the subject and looks is the verb, and the last one is the film's values comes. So the subject is the film's value and the verb is comes. And I'm going to tell you about the passive one right now. Okay, so passive voice means that the subject is the recipient of a verb's action. It usually forms with subject plus to be and past participle or third verb. The example is the first one, but her will won't be broken. So in this sentence, her will stick as a subject and be as the to be, and the broken one is the past participle. And the second example is, but Enola, who has been raised by her mother. Enola is the recipient of the verb raise, which is done by her mother. And the third example is an expansion of voting rights being decided. An expansion of voting rights is take as the subject, being as a to be, and decided as the past participle. So that's all for the active and passive form.
All right. So is it finished, Rausha?
Yes, I think
All right. So
it's enough.
that's for the form, active and passive of the article. And next we can move the slide to the next slide. So next we're going to talk about finite verb and infinitive, and my friend Yulfarivo is going to explain this. Yulfarivo, you can go ahead and explain this one.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yes, Patah. This is the finite verbs and non-finite verbs. First, finite verb is the verb with which a sentence is completed. Another way, we can say that a verb is that influenced by tense, number, and person is finite verb. And then, not finite verb. Not finite verb is the verb with which a sentence can be completed. In another way, we can say that a verb that is not influenced by tense, number, and person is not finite verb. Rausa, can you to the article? This is paragraph 1. Millie Bobby Brown starts as a teenager with sleuth skills. The stars is the finite verb because representing the subject, and that rival her famous brothers in this charming feature. The charming is a non-finite verb because it ends with ing and it is a part of gerund. And the paragraph 2 is the Enola Holmes is on a mission. Is a finite verb because is representing Enola as the subject. And to find uh wait. To find her mother, escape her brothers. And the finite verb and non-finite verb is to find because it starts with to and is a part of to infinitive. Paragraph 3. Paragraph 3. That her mother has disappeared. Has is the finite verb because is represent the subject, and she reluctantly finds herself under the care of her brothers. The care is the infinitive because it's a verb that turns into noun. Next paragraph 4. And then, while Enola looks for her mother and tackles other mysteries. Looks is the finite verb because is represent the subject, and with an expansion of voting rights being decided. Voting is a non-finite verb because it and with ing and is it a gerund. Next paragraph 5. but the film's value comes from a deeper. The finite verb is comes because it represents the subject and investigation of power familial bonds. And the non-finite verb is investigation because investigation turn from verb to noun. And of course, the last is changing, is infinitive too, because it ends with ing. Yes, that's the example from finite verb and non-finite verb.
Okay, thank you very much. So it's finished, the finite and non-finite. So, so Fariko.
Yes, Patah.
All right, so we can move to the next part, which is the analyzing of tenses. So this is me. This is my part. So I'm going to explain each tenses. There's three, as far as I know, there's three tenses. So the first one is past tense. What is past tense? So basically, past tense is a tense that explaining the past. Usually, it's used with a ed, like play turn into played. Basically, anything that uses verb to, which is the past participle, like played, ate, anything like that. And the next one is, we can move to the slide, to the second slide. Yeah, the second one is present tense. So it's kind of small, but yeah, the present tense is basically any tense that explain the present time. So basically, what we're doing on the meantime, like uh, usually it end with ing, but it could also end with s. Like usually, like eating, playing, running. So basically, anything that end with ing is present, but it can also end with s with the third person. So like plays, she plays football or he plays basketball. And there is also some modal auxiliary that go with it, like usually has been. So I have been eating since this morning, or maybe I have been working since this morning. But we're gonna get to that later. But now we're gonna move to future tense. Now the future tense, I don't know why, but from the whole article, I could only find one, and it is won't, will not, because will is pretty much the another form of will. So it's explaining what will happen in the future. Yeah, but basically there is for tense, I don't really see participle that much. Mostly of the time, it uses the auxiliary of will. So I will eat, I will go, I will run, I will study, I will finish. Like basically anything that use will is the future tense. But this is based on my knowledge. Based on my knowledge, I don't know if there is any other explanation for future tense, but hopefully I am right about this. So now I'm going to explain about the example and explanation. Maybe we can go back to the article. Thank you so much, Rosha. All right, so for the article, we're gonna go paragraph by paragraph. So Millie Bobby Brown stars as a teenager. So this is it's a present tense because it goes with the word stars. Basically, it's a present tense. The form is also the base form, but it ends with s. That is like the third person participle of present tense. So yeah, this is part of present tense. That rival her famous brother in this charming future. Yeah, so basically, we could already see that the first paragraph is um, present tense because the word stars. Also, there is the word charming, but yeah, the strong part is the word stars. Yeah, we can move to the second paragraph. The year is 1884, and Enola Holmes is on a mission. So, is basically a participle of like present participle that explain what the subject are doing at the meantime to find her mother, escape her brother. So basically, everything you see here, find, escape, live, all of them is on the base form, basically on the present tense, on the base form that explain about present tense. So yeah, we can move to the third paragraph to the next slide. So this is the third paragraph. Again, we're sorry that we cannot like explain every single sentence because there is time limit on Zoom. So I'm gonna make this quick. The third one, after Enola discovers on the morning of her 16th birthday. So again, there's the verb right there, discover. We can see it end with s, and it's supposed to be base form, but it end with s, which is the third person present participle of what happened. So yeah, after Enola discovers on the morning of her 16th birthday that her mother disappeared. So I kind of have a little bit problem of this um, paragraph because there's also the word disappeared, but it when it ed, so it could also mean that this is the past tense. There is two part. The first one discovered is a present tense and has disappeared. So it past tense. So it explained that she just discovered that her mother disappeared, which already happened. So it's a past tense and present tense at the same time. So yeah, we can move to the next paragraph. While Enola looks for her mother. All right, so this is the fourth paragraph. While Enola looks, again uh, the same form. It's supposed to be the base form, but end with s, which is the third person participle of present tense. So yeah, for her mother and tackles other mystery in the process. See, there's also the word tackles, and with s, present participle of third person. Yeah, so basically, the first there's also a lot of other verb on the cusp of James. Expansion of voting rights being decided. So it's happening on the present time as well. Yeah, so there's a lot of verb that represent the present time, the present tense. But yeah, we can move to the next paragraph, the final one, I think. All right, so fifth the fifth paragraph. On the surface, Enola Holmes is about a young woman in search of herself, but the film probably comes from a different. So basically, there is this participle is. It's not a participle. It's a verb, auxiliary of verb, the modal auxiliary of verb. Um, yeah, it's basically the present, present because it's explaining about what happened right now. But the film value comes from a different. Yeah, again, there's also the word comes, base form, and with s, and the risk of changing a word. Also, ing, changing is present tense as well. Word determined to stay the same. So yeah, this one is mostly present tense. There's a lot of present tense, and with s and with ing on this article, I found a lot of present tense. I only found a few of past tense. I found a lot of present tense, and I found only one future tense. But again, this is based on my knowledge. I don't know if I'm wrong or right about this. Hopefully, I am. And yeah, I think that's all I can explain about tense. Um, there's a lot of present tense again, and only one future tense. But yeah, that's my conclusion. So yeah, I think that's the last one, isn't it, Rosha? Rosha, you there? Future
Yes,
tense. Is this the last one? After the future tense, is there
yes, it is.
anything?
No.
Yeah, can we move to the last? That's still. Oh yeah, the thank you page. All right, so I think that's all. I mean, Tanzillal Alka is doing great. Rausha is also doing great. Yulfarivo is doing also great, but I don't think I'm doing great because I'm scared that I think maybe I got a little bit confused between past and present tense. Hopefully not. But yeah, I think that's all that we can present the article, the by Alka, the passive form by Rausha, the finite and infinitive by Yulfarivo, and tense by me. Is there yeah, I think that's all. I mean, if you guys want to add something, go ahead.
Uh,
I mean, if there's nothing, we can just end this,
no, yeah, we can end it now.
Oh yeah, we can end this. All right. So hopefully, ma'am, you enjoy our presentation. And again, sorry if there's any mistake we made. Yeah, I think we're going to end the presentation. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Muhamad Fatahilah. Next one, Rausha.
I am Rausha.
All right, Alka.
I'm Tanzillal Alka.
And final one, Rivo.
And I am Yulfarivo Priambodo.
Yeah, thank you so much for watching. And Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi
Assalamualaikum
wabarakatuh.
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
All right, we can end the recording now.